Delhi government, meanwhile, has written in to the centre over the looming power crisis in the national capital. In their S.O.S. letter, they said that power disruptions might hit essential services like Delhi Metro and hospitals. Speaking to the press today, Delhi Minister Satyendra Jain said that less than a day's coal supply is left.
पूरे देश के अंदर कोयले की बहुत भयंकर कमी है और उसका सबसे बड़ा कारण है कि जो रेलवे के रैक हैं, जो ट्रेन्स होती हैं, वो अवेलेबिलिटी कम है और कोयले की कमी भी है। तो उसकी वजह से पूरे देश के अंदर जितने भी पावर प्लांट्स हैं उनके पास कोयले की बहुत गंभीर समस्या है। कोई बैकअप नहीं है, बिजली को स्टोर करके नहीं रखा जाता, बिजली डेली बनती है और बिजली के लिए जैसे कोयले से अगर बिजली बनती है तो कोयले का बैकअप होना चाहिए, जो कि नॉर्मल सर्कमस्टेंसेस में 21 दिन से ज़्यादा होना चाहिए। आज काफ़ी सारे प्लांट्स के ऊपर 1 दिन से भी कम का कोयला बचा है।
All right, this is the latest that we're reporting from the national capital. Remember, yesterday the Kejriwal government had said that due to shortage of coal and power generation, some hospitals could get impacted. Delhi Metro could get impacted. And today the government has written to the centre saying that there might be power disruptions, and they've also given details that scarcity of coal is being reported at Dadri and Uchahar power plant, and only 1 or 2 days of stock of coal is left in both these plants. Remember, these two plants are very crucial as far as the power generation in the national capital and nearby areas is concerned. We're talking about Dadri and Uchahar power plant. And Satyendra Jain, who's also the power minister of Delhi, has requested centre's intervention so that Delhi gets adequate supply. And remember, Delhi is not the only state. Several states like Tamil Nadu have also written to the centre. My colleague Alok joins us for more on the broadcast. Alok, what is the situation in the national capital? While we understand that some concerning alarms have been raised by the Delhi government that if they do not get adequate amount of coal, then power supply to hospitals, power supply to the Delhi Metro, which is essentially the backbone of Delhi's transport system, could be affected.
Yes, absolutely. In fact, as far as Delhi is concerned, there is no power cut. We are not getting any report of any particular locality where the power cut has happened. But yes, the Delhi government is all alert, and in fact, they have sent an S.O.S. to the central government as telling them that there are 3 power plants from where the electricity supply usually comes to the national capital. The quantity of coal is now decreasing over there, and they have asked for adequate quantity of coal so that there could be no power cut. If any power cut happens, because from these 3 power plants, around 30 to 40% of electricity comes, and if the coal gets ended in these power plants, then this 30% of electricity supply will be affected in the national capital, and mostly the hospitality industry as well as the hospitals, and also the metro facility could be disrupted. So this is what the situation right now of the national capital. That is why the letter has been written by the Delhi Power Minister Satyendra Jain to the central government. Apart from that, if you talk about the NCR region, yes, there are some power shortage, and we are getting reports that many of the localities there are power cuts. In fact, in Uttar Pradesh, especially in Noida and Ghaziabad, around 2 to 4 hours of power cuts at many of the localities. And yes, because of the demand has been increased, and what the officials are telling to us that around 20% of the demand has been increased in comparison to last year, particularly this year. If you talk about, it means what they are saying that what the demand usually remains in the month of June, May and June. This time that demands they are witnessing in the month of April only, because the mercury is increasing and mercury has gone up. So that is definitely it's causing one reason of the shortage of the power, because the heat has been increased in the national capital during the time of summer. So definitely the people have to be very much alert. But as of now, in the national capital, there is no power shortage, but the government is very much on the alert.
All right, thank you, Alok, for those updates. So it remains to be seen, because the centre has received a lot of letters from the Delhi government, from the Tamil Nadu government, and in the wake of this excess record-breaking heat wave, the concern as far as power cuts has also risen. Moving on to some other breaking inputs coming in on the broadcast.